good, YouTube? It's your boy Dub back again for one of the first listen. My nigga Pliz ain't. Today we are going to take a listen to Brockhampton again. Now I know I was late on the first saturation. Probably was like what, a month and a half late, I would say. And apparently they got another one coming out at the end of this year along with this one. So that's 3 saturations. But today we got saturation 2. I'm actually on time, only like 4 days late, but that's cool. You know, 4 days, y'all can live in 4 days. 16 tracks, about the same one as the last one. I haven't listened to anything. I mean, I can't really say too much about it just because, you know, I listened to Brockhampton for the first time like 2 weeks ago. It literally was like 2 weeks ago. And I mean, from the most part, what I heard, it's not just one person, it's multiple people. I think it's 7 exactly, y'all said. My favorite person was, I like the singing dude, I like the street dude, and then there was just one rapper. I think y'all said it was, not Kevin Abstract, it was one of the rappers that's, he's just like, you know, just a normal rapper, nothing a little crazy about him, but he got bars. And then there's also somebody that's gay in there as well. So I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, a lot of stuff coming together. Y'all told me they were from a Kanye forum. So all this information y'all was throwing at me, I'm just sitting here like trying to take it in as I'm listening to Saturation. And then, you know, a week and a half later, you know, they come out with 2. And I'm just like, damn, I'm still here without all the info. Going into this blank again. So, I mean, for me, this is still new. I guess a lot of people already know so much about them. But for me, this is going to be my second listen within 2 weeks. So, I can't really say too much. But today, we're going to listen to Brockhampton, Saturation 2. And like always, though, man, been fucking talking too much. Let's get right into this. We got what I just said. Y'all ready? Track 1, Gummy. I see they back with these one-worded track lists. Alright, man.
These niggas take me for granted. What would happen for Spanish? Better 100 they panic. My shooters only speak Spanish. Keep my heart with my dogs. Nigga wasn't awkward. And I know his mama made that nigga just a liar.
Okay.
On a high speed chase. I'm in a big ass truck.
See, like this right here. I think this is street dude. I like the street dude.
I just charted these tracks, sticking like tartar and plaque. I need a parlor of plaque. Need lobsters and helicopters. I need put you in your book.
And there's a girl in there as well too. Alright, man, I'll tell you one thing, man. For all the artists that they have in there. Why is my speaker upside down? Yeah. For all the artists that they have in here, for all of the artists that they have in here, I mean, it seems like they don't ever need to do a feature. Like, how would you actually do a feature with Brockhampton when they got 7 niggas in here? Like, I mean, my bad. I know one of the dudes white, but I'm just, you know what I mean. 7 niggas in here. You know another thing that's crazy? The fact that they have so much variety that they can give you different sounds at any point. You know what I'm saying? Nothing will ever be the same with them. That's what I listened to in the first saturation. Everything was always different. You know, nothing was the same. And that was, you know, I always say when you can switch it up like this, like on an instant, I mean, you're going to get gold right there, especially if it sounds good from each person's, because everybody's getting a different perspective. But yeah, man, I feel like they just been working on this. They have 45 tracks just waiting to give us. And you know, they hitting us for the year, man. 3 albums for the year. That's something crazy right there, man. Most people don't even get an album in 3 years. Shit, to be honest with you, but I'm looking forward to the rest of this, man. Definitely looking forward to the rest of this. We got track 2, Queer.
Skinny boy, where your muscles at?
Yeah.
So what's that? First off, so she ain't the bada. Racist mother suckers tryna be my bada.
Morasoka.
I can back again. Don't go running your mouth. Don't go running your mouth. Don't go running your mouth. Don't go running your mouth.
Go as far away, I don't even mind. As long as you stay right here, right next to my side.
Got a lot of things to say that I can never finish. So my mama, I'll be back. Just gotta kill another mission.
Damn.
Seconds and I make up for the billion. Oh, how appealing.
Hey.
Candy paper, really, and all that bullshit you concealing.
Yeah.
Genius, what I'm dealing. Something they ain't stealing.
See, this the dude I like right here, you know what I'm saying? Because he got the bars, bro. Whoever this dude is right here, he got the bars. Like, don't go running your mouth, don't go running your mouth. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Susan. I'm calling today from HCS Services, and the reason for my call is we're becoming a special for homeowners like you.
I'm not a homeowner! Shizzzzzza!
My whole life slowly turned into a daydream. I hit the bank with a smile on my face, man.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
women always pulling them.
Oh my God, that was beautifully mastered. Like right there, that queer track, bro, that is my shit right there, bro. Like the two dudes in the middle, they both black, I guess, because one said he was black. One of y'all said he one's a street dude, and one of the other y'all said he's one that has the bars. I mean, I just like it. And I like the how it switches up into the hook. That y'all know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Right here, right there. I felt like it was beautifully put together, man. Like I liked everything they were doing right there. It was only 3 of them, well 4 of them, including the girl. I don't know if y'all included her into Brockhampton, but I mean that track right there, man. Okay, okay, track 2 queer. That's my track right there. I like that one. Track 3, Jello.
Volume down, do not bring your friends around. Only if you are holding down. Bring the loud one with the blonde hair. Thinking I was aiming a lawn chair. They kick me out, but I belong here. Hear these songs, niggas see this long hair. See these videos. Volume down, do not bring your friends around. Come on, what you singing along? Ay, with a nice light dancing on a number. In the thunder call, put up in the lump. Incidental, I'll be better by the summer. I'll be better by the winter. I'll be hopping in the rental. Maybe there's a love aroma. Jump out and fry. I think that my brain is fried. Light it up.
Damn.
I trust them by the night. Jump out and fry. I think that my brain is fried.
I'm moonwalking on the sun high. I used to live where the guns pop.
How you moonwalk on the sun? Like, you straight, bro? How you moonwalk on the sun though, for real?
Let me stimulate the cash flow. Economics, but I speak ebonics. LA turned into an asshole.
Economics, but I speak ebonics, for real, my dude. I mean, I used to tell people that shit all the time, bro. I'm like, hey, man, you know, I'm just a hood nigga, you know, economics, speak ebonics, you know what I'm saying? Back in the time, you know, when I was younger, you know, I'm not about that life no more.
Gotta leave a side niggas at a kickback. Spitting on my pounds like a kick out. I'm blessed that we slip out. I can let you know what the next time.
Only if you are holding down.
Alright, man, my opinions on this track right here, man. I thought Queer was good, and then I heard Jello. And I'm like, alright, Jello might be better than Queer, to be real with you. They were all going in, man. Each had their respective flows, but they were all bringing the heat. I like that track. You know, my dog was kind of frightened, had to put it on my lap and whatnot, but the track, man, I like the middle part right there. But how you moonwalk on the sun, though? Like, that's just... you gotta have some special kind of boots for that, man. You can't. First niggas want to stare at the eclipse. Now people want to moonwalk on the sun. Like what's going on, bro? 2017, for real. But that track, honestly, man, that track well put together, man. I like the production. Those beats, man, just like they hit you, man. They grab your attention right off the jump. And like I said, man, you getting something different from each one of the members of Brockhampton. You getting something different. So you always gonna be surprised. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be the same for you. That's what I like. When they differentiate all of their sounds. I mean, it just sounds beautiful, man. I feel like that's just something that we don't have in the rap game today. A lot of uniqueness. I mean, other than like maybe Tyler, Kendrick does it sometimes too. I mean, like it's just nothing that's really different. Everybody's rapping the same. Y'all can't agree with that? Like, let's agree. Everybody's rapping the same, and yeah, sometimes it's cool. The mumble raps. I mean, can we at least have different mumble rappers? You know, like in all honesty, let's get something different. But I like what they're doing here. They also have an advantage because it's like 6 of them. So I mean, I'm just saying. But I like what they're doing here. Track 4, Teeth.
Go on the trigger. I'm a project baby, a free lunch felon, and I'm.
Shout out to Kodak, Project Baby, getting on that album. I got y'all, baby.
Someday, if you're shooting for the stars, you only had one way.
I guess that was a solo track from him. But line he said, when he said his mama, he was a nigga, then his mama brought him to a white school. Could you imagine that? Like, honestly, could you imagine that being you know, a nigga? I mean, you an actual street nigga, and then your mom, like, brings you to a predominantly white school. Could you imagine how that would feel? Like, being at your element, know what I'm saying? Growing up, I couldn't imagine that, man. When I grew up, man, I think it was like 1% white, it was 30% Spanish, and it was 69% black. So I mean, I'm just saying, man, I couldn't imagine being out my element like that. But I mean, apparently he did it, and you know, it just made him realize that I'm truly a nigga. Like, you know, maybe it was a wake up call for him. Track 5, Swamp.
From the outside, from the outside, fucking dollars from the outside, from the.
What you say? They been talking down on me. What you say? They been talking down on me.
Who's the producer? Like, I know I ask this question every time, but y'all know I love my motherfucking sounds. Who is a producer? Like, out of all, dude, like there's what, 6 of them. Well, y'all gonna give me the number down below. I don't really know, but who is one of them actually producing, or do they just even have another member just strictly as a producer? I need to know that.
With no bullets in the guns though, niggas still never argue. Right the house like the task force, me and my niggas like drug dogs. Find a dope and we take off. Put my girl with my chain on. Then she take.
That's a flute.
From the outside, from the outside, fucking dollars from the outside, from the.
What you say? They been talking down on me.
This shit sound like some gaming shit. What?
I said, please, all that time, bitch.
That shit hard, yo.
Together, when I take all the things that I'm thinking, it's so that we can.
From the outside, fucking dollars from the outside, from the outside, from the outside. Fucking comments from the outside.
Damn. Alright, man, my opinion on that track between Swamp, Queer, and Jello. I think Jello still tops it, but Swamp, man, that production right there, y'all know I love the sounds. Y'all know that I love the sounds, man. And then that sound, and honestly, it sounds like a gaming sample. You know, I be using on the intros and whatnot. It sounds like the gaming sample. Just from the outside, you know. And the hook was really catchy, man. I like what they're doing. All of them different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it sounded like all the black dudes were on here. I mean, I don't know if there's more black dudes, but it just sounded like the street dude was on here. The one black dude with the flow. Put it in the comments below, man. I know y'all got like a little chart. Put like the names. I want to know the way they sound. Put the different sounds that they got, because then that's how I'm gonna target them. So just put like, oh, the singing dude. You know, I mean, the gay dude, and then like the rapping dude, the street dude, like, yo, no, just put stuff like that so I know who's who. Track 6, Scene.
Antes de el mismo que solíamos ver de jóvenes.
Okay, so this is the second time they've been speaking Spanish. You know, from Saturation 1 they had 2 scenes, and then I have this scene right here where they're speaking Spanish. Like, what's up? Who's Spanish? Like, what's up?
Punto de ver quién de los dos dormía primero.
Primero. Talking about somebody's cousin. Or you call him cuz. Either or. Track 7, Tokyo.
3 o'clock on the weekend, might as well sleep in. Stay down for the going.
Word shit.
She hit me with the what ifs and the what wins and the what things. Wonder where my life went, living in the moment.
Cracks in my phone screen, the past fuck with my psyche. Smoke weed and get high, please. Went to school in the Woodlands, and that make niggas wanna fight me. So new house off iTunes, new money, my perfume. Big smile in the
New house off
I've
iTunes.
been running out of issues.
I get the book out the page of the grace. I'm only human and I make mistakes. Chasing my flow so they can't let my brain. Talking the time as the page of the sway. Sometimes that's what I didn't create just cause I can't relate. I don't debate.
From a production standpoint, I think that Tokyo track right there definitely blew everything out the water so far that I've listened to, just from a production standpoint. I mean, lyrically, Swamp and Jello might be better, but from just, you see how they let you on the out? They just like let the beat ride and let you listen to it and let it consume you. And I'm just sitting there just like, yeah, man, like, I don't know what kind of thoughts I was having, but I was having them. It made me think. And I'm sitting there like, yo, this beat right here, man, this is... How do y'all figure out what sounds to put together? Like, that's what I want to know. I wish I had a production mindset. Like, I wish I knew how to produce music, because you gotta think about, like, these different sounds. How do they know what sounds good together? Like, where to put what, you know, what to mix with each other. Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, when you can get that certain key that can hit everybody's ear, and it's just like instantly just this one. Yep, this one. Track 8, Jesus.
Remember when I was tripping off some whack shit? When I thought the automatic had an answer. When I was jamming out Beyonce like Sanford, and you broke up with me cause I'm a cancer. I'm more like Troye Sivan with a whole lot of melanin, sitting bombs to your line.
When they call me up, save me wishing for you. I'm missing you too. It's the way we talk.
So there goes the singing dude right there. You know what's really crazy? That it's been nothing but like rap tracks. And I think that's one thing where I'm like leaning towards more Saturation 1. Not that I don't mind the rap tracks. Like, if it was both, if we had to like compare based on a rap album, you know, then, you know, Saturation 2 definitely got hands down. But if we're comparing it, you know, from, you know, all around, and because I like the way Saturation 1 had the singing tracks, you know, slowed down tracks, and then they had the rap tracks. I mean, we still got a couple more tracks here left, so it's not too late for a singing track. But that track right there, Jesus, whoever the vocalist is on there, that man can sing. Like, they needed him, because how he ended Saturation 1, I love that track, man. With the guitar, oh my God, that was perfect outro. All right, man, so for track 9, Chick, that was one of the tracks that I wasn't feeling. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna bash me, because I could see how that could probably be a lot of people's favorites, or just one of their favorites. I don't know, man. It had this odd future feel to it. It was very dark and very like creepy, I guess you could say. You know, they were all doing their thing. The production, it definitely did well. It sounded like I was in some medieval time. I mean, but it just sounded like one of the tracks I've already heard from the previous 8. And I mean, it felt like it just wasn't anything different to me. I'm like, okay, they're doing the same thing. I wouldn't say it got repetitive, because it didn't get repetitive, but it did sound similar. Like, and something I was just sitting there like, okay, like, okay. And they had bars, like they had bars now at this point. But for me, it was just like, okay, switch it up, because I've heard 3 other tracks like this. So I mean, that's all I'm saying about that. That's why I didn't like track 9, Chick. Hey, bite me, man. That's how I feel about that. Bite me. Let me know if y'all like that comment in the comments below. I just want to know if y'all liked it. If I'm tripping. Track 10, Junkie.
Is it homophobic to only hook up with straight niggas? You know, like closet niggas masks?
Is it homophobic because I only look up at straight niggas? Because I only look up at straight niggas.
Why you always rap about being gay? Cause not enough niggas rap and be gay. Where I come from, niggas get called fat. Be a boss on my head, got ya.
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing voices. I took like 2 of them pills, I can't remember nothing. I ain't under control, I'm losing motor function. I need an intervention, an empty stomach, so fuck the consequences. I ain't running from them.
Feeling like a gotta put my life in like I bust in the Hummer, I bust in the summer. If I feel like I did the right program, I just wanna appeal to my dad and my cousin. When I put that deal, nothing but diplomas. Lovers going that you didn't do it by your.
Want a lady like, but don't treat lady right. But they be saying like, and yeah, you mad cause she ain't fuck, mad cause she ain't suck. Beat your ass before you got time to say why not.
Alright, man. It started off kind of slow. He said some crazy things. He was like, the line that got me when he was like, am I homophobic because I'm always looking up at straight niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that made you think for a little bit. And then it hit that, and then they started going in. And then that one dude, not the first dude that started rapping, the second dude, man. Every time I think about when I'm listening to these tracks coming from them from the production standpoint, I always think, I'm just like, yo, what if Danny Brown's on here? Because I feel like they all got a little bit of Danny Brown in them, you know what I'm saying? Like that dark flow, and then they rap it kind of fast, but then like they got bars, a lot of underrated bars there, man, that you just missing. Now, off of my first listen, they're rapping so fast that I'm trying to like pause it and listen and decipher whether I should put this in a video and like edit it out. I'm just like, yo, there's so much stuff that's going over my head, and I'm just like, man, these dudes definitely remind me like mini Danny Browns. Like, to be real with you, like it's like a mix between like Danny Brown, Future. You got John Mayer in there, like. It's a little bit of everything, man. Like, and it's cool though, man. It's definitely cool. Track 11, scene 2. Another Spanish song.
Una sombra en tu ala. Ve delante de ellos y prepara su camino.
What else supposed to do with
Si
this?
su camino está torcido.
Track 12, Fight.
Little black boys have a place in the world, like hanging from trees or dead in the street. Like I said.
Damn. What? God damn.
Who gonna be the reason why I get high? Who gonna be the reason why I turn over?
Alright, man, for my opinions on that track, man, it definitely had like a little Middle Eastern vibe, you know, that kind of sound. I'm sitting there like, okay, I mean, look, another thing that's very different, because I did not expect that sound coming from them, and then I like the way they did it. It was just a normal track, it wasn't anything crazy, but from a production standpoint, I loved it. I definitely loved the sounds. Track 13, Sweet.
Stripped down to my skin and my bones.
Yeah.
I love huskies, but I feel like a wolf. In a pack, but I feel all alone. I'm scared to eat it. What you mean it ain't worth it? What you mean you ain't find yourself?
Yeah.
What you mean you ain't got no cash? What you mean? Don't call me stupid, that ain't no stretch my neck, but now.
Yeah.
You still tryna see if Beyonce will take me for adoption.
I thought that was Frank Ocean for a second. Like, for a quick second, I was like, is that Frank?
Straps on the back of the bus. Now I'm in the front seat shifting the gears.
It's funny how things can change.
$300 to my name, let the Hollywood.
I was
Like a little Andre 3 Stacks right there, baby.
if you wanna finish high school, after high school, you better doggy dog world, you can live in the street.
I be telling people, man, the world we live in, it's a dog eat dog world, man. You gotta get yours. I understand on the way, like you gotta, you have people, you care about people and all that stuff. At the end of the day, man, it's about you, man. It's not about nobody else. Nobody else gonna get you there. Nobody else gonna, pick up from your hand. Nobody else gonna give you $20,000, all that stuff, man. You gotta go get it. It's a dog eat dog world. And if you don't get yours, they gonna eat you before you eat them. And that's real shit. I feel like that's one of them tracks where I'm just gonna be in the car and I'm cooling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I turn that joint on, I'm just like, okay, this one right here, this one is fire. I like this one. And I could definitely see what they were doing right there, man. I like it. Laid back track right there, just full of bars. Like that, I feel like that could be an old school. If that was back in like the 2000s, that track would have been a hit, like a hit. Sound like kind of like a Kanye All Falls Down type track, Damn. So a lot of y'all may hate me right now, like honestly, 100% hate me. I think over the time of the years that I've done this, man, like it's only been a year, but I think I've gained the credibility to say that I actually didn't like that track. And I understand it was very soulful and it was a very slow track, and y'all know how I am with slow tracks, man. I usually always love them. But for this one right here, man, I don't know. I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, this, okay, like it's sounding good, it's catching me. I'm sitting there and like, okay, I'm mesmerized by the beat. I'm like, damn, man. And I felt like, I don't know, not much was really said in the verse when I was listening to it. And like I said, usually with the slow songs, usually the beat just gets me regardless of whatever they're saying. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, like, I mean, nothing crazy. Okay, it's kind of sad. I think more so the ending was what grabbed my attention, like right here. Like right there, I was like, other than that though, I mean, I couldn't really say that the last 30 seconds saved the track for me, at least. I mean, maybe I gotta listen to it again, man, but off of a first listen, that is surprisingly the only track that I truly didn't like on here. Other than, I mean, I know I said Chick, but no, like Gamba, for that being that like style and me not liking it, I'm actually really surprised at myself. But damn, I can't say I liked it, y'all, man. I know y'all are gonna be mad at me, but forgive me, you know. Devin is a sinner. Track 15, Sunny.
Trying to find a place, triple lies and the lies and the mind down. Triple lies and the lies. And I'm acting like a bitch, screaming motherfucker, I'm sad like I'm zoomed out. Ain't got no ice on me, yes.
How they doing this right here? This is supposed to be a slow track. And they rapping over it.
Running out of time.
That's what I felt that Gamble was missing, man. Like, the stuff they were saying in there, man, like, yo, they was rapping. How you rap, first of all, how you rap on a slow beat? The guitar playing, they rapping with the guitar playing in the background. Like, this supposed to be some cool mellow track, and they in the background just I'm sitting there, and the end came, and the dude started singing. I'm just like, bruh, this is how you end it. Again, like, I feel like they did the same recipe they did for Saturation 1. I think they ended it like that was a cool ending right there. Like, even though we got one track left, I felt like that was, you know, damn, I don't know. I feel like even though that's not the last track, we still got one more track left. I like how they ended that track because it kind of gave me a remembrance of Saturation 1, how they did it with that one. So it was very cool, man. I'm not too mad at the second installment. I'm really not mad. Track 16, Summer, the last track. Let me find out Frank Ocean see you really in Brockhampton. And just when I said that they ended it right on Sunny, they ended even more perfect on Summer. Now, damn, that outro was beautiful, man. He was killing that solo, bro. Who is that dude that's killing the solo? Put in the comments below. I need to know who's killing the solo, who's on the guitar, cause damn, boy, that boy good, you know what I mean? But no, man, my honest opinion on this album, like, let me see. You know, I'm not trying to compare. I don't want to compare. I want to give Saturation 2 its own lane. If, man, them first 7 tracks, first 7 tracks, them boys was going in, like, for real. Them boys was rapping their ass off, and I mean, there ain't nothing you can deny about that, bro. Like, they were all going in respectively, each in their own lane, doing their own thing. Bars, you feel me? You feel me? Bars. And I'm sitting here like, yo, when y'all gonna stop? Like, when y'all gonna stop? It did get a little repetitive with Chick because at that point I was like, all right, let's switch it up, man. Because in Saturation 1, y'all had a lot of things going everywhere. I mean, y'all had a lot of different sounds in each track. So I was like, okay, I felt like the first 7 tracks were enough. You know, 9 tracks, I was like, okay, yeah, we need to switch it up now. He did switch it up with 14, 15, 16. The tracks that I disliked on here was obviously Chick because like I said, it got a little repetitive. I won't even say repetitive because it was good. It just the sound sounded the same. I thought they needed a little bit, you know, different flavoring coming on. I was like, Gamble was another track that I didn't like, even though Gamble had that different sound to it. I don't know, Gamble was like one of the first slow tracks in a while that I wasn't really feeling, which was really shocking to me. Sunny and Summer though, man, they definitely picked it up where Gamble didn't, to me personally, just saying to me. And Summer with that solo, with the guitar solo at the end, man, he was killing it. Sunny was another one. I'm like, how are they rapping over this slow beat? I'm kind of confused, but they doing the damn thing. Look, man, Saturation 2 is another one that's good. 2 tracks on here that I didn't like. There also was 2 scenes that I didn't understand. So let's see, that's 4 tracks, 12 out of 16. I'm not counting, you know, let's go 10 out of 12 because I don't count the scenes. Yeah, man, 10 out of 12, that's not bad. Like, that is not bad. I'm definitely gonna be listening to this again. I'm kind of happy because I get Saturation 1 and Saturation 2 to saturate in. You know what I'm saying? I actually get both of those tracks to, you know, to just like sit and let them sink in, because I haven't actually got to fully take in Saturation 1. So I mean, if you want to ask me which one was better, I think if you want to go from a rap album, I think Saturation 2 is better than Saturation 1. If we're going from an overall listen, like, you know, different sounds and the art of each of the albums, you know what I'm saying? You know, to each their own, I think that I like Saturation 1 better than Saturation 2, just because I felt like it gave listeners a different feel. You know what I'm saying? It gave listeners different options to go to. I feel like for Brockhampton 2 was more like a rap album, which is not bad. Not bad at all. You know, we all gonna like what we like. Let me know in the comments below if y'all like the Saturation 1 or like Saturation 2. What was y'all favorite track on here? My favorite tracks on here, I forgot to tell y'all, was obviously Jello, Queer, Swamp, Tokyo. Those are my favorite tracks. Oh, and Summer. Those are my 5 favorite tracks on here. Not in a certain order, just I'm gonna give y'all that. Y'all can guess which one in y'all order. I like how y'all had the new meme going on, Guess That Banger. You know, Pliz ain't got there in the comment section below naming Guess That Banger. I like that, man. That's a cool concept. You know, that's kind of cool. I mean, look, I don't do it on purpose, man. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I do, I do. So, I mean, I'm just saying, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments below. I want to know y'all opinions. Let me talk about how y'all feel about Gambler and Chick. I want to know if y'all feel any different and y'all agree. And yeah, man, like always though, been effing talking too much. Till the next time. Hey, follow me on my social medias if y'all love me. I mean, I guess Rick Ross said it once, man. A like is free. For real, a like is free. You don't have to do anything except double tap us on the screen to show support. And not a lot of people can even do that. So a like is free. Go ahead, follow me on my social medias. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Come talk to the boy. And till the next time, we out. It's been your boy Dev.